podcast. We are back.
Episode 21.
21.
Today, we are accompanied by no one.
Nobody. And our camera, too, took a
It's
day
no
off.
longer here.
Took a day off today. We gave a lot of people some time off. We had to relax them, with all... with
Just getting bombarded every weekend.
So we just said, no, honestly, we just had... this week, we're supposed to have a guest. Shit came up. Shit happens,
Of course.
So we're just going to do it, me and Giovanni, this week, like old times. Bring it back to the roots, is what we like
Back to the first one was like 10. First 8, I think.
Yeah,
no
first
guess.
8. It was just us.
First 8, yeah.
Yeah, because 9 was Gino, right?
Just
9 was
exactly,
the first.
Yeah, 9 then 10.
Yeah. So you
Then
guys
the
check
three
those
of us.
out. It's always on the same thing. On the platforms, always on the same exact Anchor, Apple. What else is there?
Spotify.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
And now, as you can tell, YouTube. So we'll
Shout
start
out
this
to
one
YouTube
off.
people.
Yeah, we'll start this one off with a pretty interesting story that we started for us today. We started a little late.
Like
Giovanni-
a whole hour late, actually.
Giovanni got
because I was
a
a
little
little
issue.
bit late.
Tell them what happened, Joe. Tell them
Woke
what
up late.
happened.
That's the not part
No,
of it though.
but
But yeah, so I'm driving here as fast as possible, and on the highway. The speed zone is 100 kilometers here, obviously in Canada, and going 150 because I'm super fucking late, and I hate being late. But anyways, I'm not really a person that tends to be late, but I was late for this today. And yeah, 150, cops there chilling on the side of the road, pulls me over. I'm not kidding. I'm really gonna be late. Like fuck it, I'm just late, you know.
Yeah. Shit.
And yeah, so he's like, why are you going so fast? And I'm like, I'm late for an appointment.
An appointment?
If I don't make this appointment, I lose my deposit that I left. Not really.
He's gonna lose his viewers or his listeners, but it's okay. Same thing.
So then he said, okay, can I have your driver's license? I'm like, okay. I give him my driver's license. I give him my vehicle
Okay, so
registration.
you checked everything too.
Yeah, he
Okay,
checked
you
everything.
if
Yeah.
you were-
He's like,
if everything
who's the
was
car
legit.
belong to? I'm like, oh, me. He's like, oh, it's yours. I'm like, yeah, it's mine. He's like, okay. So he goes back to his car. Whatever, like 2-3 minutes pass. He comes back. He's like, okay, here, your driving record is clean. I'll let you leave. I'm like, okay.
This guy's so
I put my
lucky.
wallet away. I took off. I'm like, okay, I gotta go where I gotta
Car
go.
is fully modified.
Yeah, that's
all
another thing I
kinds
was
of
supposed to.
shit.
That was like when he asked me, "Is the car yours?" I'm like,
shit, he's gonna start.
I'm like,
gonna
I don't want to start getting wrecked with the car, you
He's
know.
gonna start checking exhaust,
Yeah, that's it.
this and that. Because over here in
So,
Montreal, we're not allowed to have exhaust.
Modified
drops
cars.
and all
Oh,
that stuff.
no, it's frowned upon. Well, technically, there actually is laws not to have modified cars.
There's laws,
Like
especially for
modified
exhaust
suspension and stuff.
Yeah, exhaust is like the easiest one, especially, and his car's pretty loud. So I'm surprised, honestly.
Yeah, no, you didn't stop me for that.
And,
So far, like all the cops that stopped me, knock on wood. I don't know if there's any wood here, but they all stopped me. Like not one of them asked to.
If it was me, it would have been helicopters. They
Oh,
would've
when you
towed
got stopped with the
car.
S4.
Yeah, I got stopped with the S4. Apparently, my plates weren't paid. I don't know how. I was like freaking out, checking my phone. These guys, we're calling the towing. The towing's coming. Your car, your plates haven't been paid for. So I'm freaking out. I finished playing hockey. I think it was late at
was
night.
at night, yeah.
We were together. I think we're all together, and we left. Right?
Oh, that's on Pinef.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, yeah, I remember,
and we left.
yeah.
And you guys continued chilling. I was all sweating. I said, I'm going to leave. I'm going to go home and take a shower. Didn't happen. Cop stops me. My plates aren't paid. What happened? I checked my bag. Oh, man, I can't be that stupid. Like, I'm pretty good for that shit. Like,
Yeah.
it's 2 things a year, like, for your car. It's not that hard. Check my stuff. It's paid. I have it in my bank account paid. I see it there, like the whatever, $200, whatever the hell it was.
The transaction on
You
the
see
side.
it going and it says immaculation. So if you don't understand French, that means your plates, your registration.
Registration.
So your plates for the car, your registration. Cop didn't want to know nothing. No, it doesn't make sense. Me and my system, it doesn't show. So it can't be you. There's a mistake in your system. No, there's no mistakes in our system. So right there, I already knew that this guy was that type of cop. I go, sir. And literally, where I used to work was down the street from there.
I remember.
I was down the street. I go, okay, sir, if you think it's not paid, if something's not, you see that I have proof here. I go, I even had the thing in the mail that they sent to me saying that I had to pay it.
Yeah.
And well, the thing, it was all like wrapped together, and I even had everything like, I'm very organized for that shit. The guy, no, calls his, I don't know who, supervisor, this and that. At that point, I get pissed. So I go, you guys are stopping me for no reason because my plates aren't paid. I go, okay, fine. I go, whatever you have to do. I go, it's 12 o'clock at night. I go, I need to get home. I live in Laval. I don't live in Montreal. So I had 15, 20 minutes. People don't know. 15, 20 minutes away to go with no car. 12 o'clock at night, sweating. I was literally drenched. I remember the guy was searching my car. Like, I don't know if I had illegal drugs in there or something. Searching my car. He goes, can I search your car? I go, for what? Goes, oh, just we have to search the car before we tow it. I go, since when? I go, what is there?
They didn't pull you over for like.
No, that's it. I go, for what? I go, I don't get it. I go, you could search. I have nothing to hide. I go, but don't just say you want to search because of this. Like, don't invent things. Like, just say you want to look for something. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I go, I have nothing to hide. Took my gym bag out and I put it on the floor with my hockey stick. I go, search. I go search. I go, you guys are really pissing me off now. I go, already you're pissing me off that you're stopping me for no reason. Then you're not helping me. You're supposed to help me. I'm sorry. Cops are supposed to be protecting this and that. You're not helping me. You're not doing nothing to help me. You're not saying, you know what? The kid's showing me proof. Let me see. Let me see what I can do.
Check.
So I calm down and I say, look, I work right over here. Can I just leave my car there? You could take the plate with you. I don't care. I can't drive the car. Tomorrow when I get to work, you guys can come. You guys can check. You guys can do everything. You guys should stay there all night parked to see if I come get this car. I go, I'm going to Laval. I'm not coming back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, we can't do that. I go, sir, you're going to make me, first of all, pay a towing for something that is paid. I go, I have to go through this whole shit with the government, this and that, to figure out what the hell is wrong. When you can just let me leave my car there, I'll figure out what's going on. The car will move. If the car moves, you give me a ticket. You have my license, you have everything. Send it to my house. That's all. No, I can't. No. You don't want to know nothing. Car got towed. The car was lowered, so ready to tow it. I told him. I even told him, I go, this car is lowered. I go, if something is scratched on this car, I go, you better call good towing.
They didn't break the lip?
No.
No, okay.
The lip was already a bit cracked, and the guy was trying to lift it up. I told the guy, call someone else. And I goes, why? I go, this lip, he was using a shitty tow truck. It was destroyed. He had no wood, no nothing. You know what I mean? Those tow trucks. That's it. It just goes like this, and that's it. Not the ones that, they go down and you need those for. I told him, call someone else. He goes, oh, the only other ones are for supercars. I go, the car is just as low. It's not going nowhere on this thing. Oh, it's going to have to. I go, it's going to have to. I go, just the bumper is $1,000. So I don't care. And then I start filming. So I started filming. Yeah, get a new tow truck. This one is not going to work. Why are you being an ass with me? Already you're being an ass. You're pissing me off. Take care of what you're taking of mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, these guys don't give a shit.
And I paid it. It's not like I didn't pay it. So anyways, long story short, I'm nothing against freaking cops. It's just that cop was a piece of shit. He was a young kid trying to prove something. Literally. Because his partner was saying, okay, just let him park over there. I heard him even say it. Let him park it over there. Who cares? What is it to it? Like, what are you going to get out of it?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The kid wanted to prove something. That's why he called his supervisor and that whole 3 cop cars came because my plates weren't paid. 3 cop cars. Remember, didn't you pick me up after?
Yeah, I picked you up after.
I was like, what the hell? So anyways, next day I go to the SAC and everything, to the governmental, what's it called in the States?
DMV.
Like a DMV. You paid your license, not your plates. I go, I paid both. She goes, but here I see in the file that we sent you back a check for overdue payment. Okay, I didn't get it yet. When did you guys send it? A day ago or something like that. So, okay, and what does that mean? She goes, the payment went to your driver's license, not to your plates. I go, okay, so maybe I made the mistake. I go, shit, what an idiot. I paid I checked my thing. Like I said, immaculation.
Yeah, I said.
I go, madame, it's written immaculation. I go, it's registration. I go, you see it here. She goes, oh, well, that's weird. Oh, well, I don't know then. So just pay it now. It's fine. Pay it. What? I go, no, I'm not. I go, you figure it out, fix it. I need a letter saying that. Yeah. I go, my car got towed because of this stupid shit.
And you're going to pay the toll.
So basically, they made a mistake. Something happened, right? Mistakes. I don't mind. Mistakes happen. I don't care about that shit. But that, you just say, oh, yeah, like it's nothing.
Just pay it down.
I wasted a day of work. The night before, I went crazy. I had no car. My dad had to drive me everywhere. All that because you guys made a mistake and they don't want to compensate for anything. I had to fight, I had to argue.
Did they pay the towing?
Nothing. The government, I'm still waiting for an answer. That's how long from the S4. It's under review. Every year I get an email. It's under review. That means go screw yourself.
Yeah, they're not paying anything.
Exactly.
It's going to be put back on the back burner and there.
And that's it.
So yeah.
Just to say.
This morning was quite an interesting.
He's lucky. I just get screwed all the time with the cops. Man.
It's funny because even last time I got stopped over for because here in the winter, what happens is that when it snows and it rains, for sure in like Chicago stuff that happens too. Yeah. The roads freeze over, so like there's a lot of ice. Black but then it gets hot, and then it starts making like it looks like craters kind of in the road.
Yeah.
So I'm driving the car. I just got the car, and I'm driving and I'm swerving the holes because I'm like I don't want to destroy suspension, and I blew through the stop, and the cop's waiting there in the corner. The guy pulls me over, and he's like, no. He's like, you just blew a stop there. I'm like, yeah, but the roads are like really bad. I'm trying to avoid a pothole, and then just by thinking,
you're paying attention to not smashing your car.
I wasn't paying attention to the stop. I just like not trying to hit the potholes.
And guys, they're not potholes like we've
No,
been to
they're
the
like-
States and they're like little things. No,
No,
they're
silly.
like, we've seen a car in them. Like we've
Yeah,
said
I've
this
seen.
before,
Yeah, I've seen it. I've
so,
said it before.
Yeah.
It was like 4 or 5 inches deep. The hole. You know. So
Yeah.
if I would
No
hit it with a
chance.
mag, I'd probably explode
Yeah,
my
for sure,
tire. You know.
For sure.
And then the guy's
Brand
like,
new car.
Anyways, he takes my driver's license and stuff. Hey, the guy let me go.
It's amazing. I never get let go.
I think if you're just honest, for the most part.
I was so nice. Even like last time, I got stopped. I turned right where I wasn't supposed to turn right. The sign was all, anyways, Montreal construction near where Michael works.
Yeah.
Okay. Bordello. I turned there. 2 girl cops stopped me. I was being honest. I go, I have a haircut. I go, I'm not from here. I go, look at my license. I go, I didn't see. I couldn't turn right. So I turn right. I go, I'm being honest. I go, I didn't see the sign. She even goes, yeah, I know it's a bit confusing. There's signs everywhere, this and that.
But I'm still gonna give you a ticket.
You know what I mean? No. She did she give me a ticket? I think she did, but she gave me a ticket of like $40. Like it was riding with something like something stupid. Like she was really nice. That was the nicest I ever got. I never got someone that nice, but I still got a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I never got someone that nice. I told her, I go, thank you. I go, I was just being honest. She goes, I appreciate you being honest. There was nothing to lie about. I go, I turned right, you saw me. I go,
Yeah, that's it.
I saw you behind me. She was behind me. I didn't know. So I just turned. It didn't. There was signs everywhere. I went back with my dad to go see Michael again. My dad's like, shit, where's the sign? I go, it's right there. Like you see it, like
It's hiding
body
behind-
is written over it. This is like, the girl even said it. Like she was like, you're still gonna lose though. She goes, because if you take a picture, it's there.
It's
she
there.
Goes, so she gave me like something else. Like I don't know what. She was really nice. She even asked me, you need me to bring you to where you're going? I go, no. I go, I'll make it. Don't worry about it. Because I was saying, I go, give me my ticket. I go, I'm wrong.
I gotta go, yeah.
I go, I just gotta go. So I guess when you're like, they see you're honest. I guess it helps.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
I'm not
funny
gonna. I
to
never
see-
lie. What was the point to lie? They saw you what you did.
Yeah, they saw you there, and I think they have video cameras in the cars, anyways.
That's it. But she was right. You know, you're driving, you're looking at all your mirrors. I saw her behind me. That's why. That's the first thing I told her. I go, Madame. I go, I saw you behind me. I go, it's not like I did it because I said screw you and I turned. I go, I saw you behind me. I go, I knew you were there the whole time. There was a lineup of traffic. It was one lane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was nice. That was the nicest I ever got. But besides that, you know, I got in so many tickets. That S4 was my worst. My favorite car, but my worst experience with cops.
Yeah, the car was highly modified.
But not even that. I got stopped for just driving. Not even driving like an idiot.
With the guy at night,
On
right?
Sherbrooke there,
Yeah,
that I got.
downtown.
I got 6 tickets. Inspection, 6 tickets, and obviously I went to court for them. Nothing. Everything passed. No, I'm not gonna say whatever, but everything passed. Went back. All the tickets had to get canceled. This guy must have looked like a douchebag. If you're watching this, I hope you know. I go, you look like a douchebag because probably his chief saw everything and everything got canceled. What the hell? This guy gave him tickets, 6 tickets. He made it sound like it was like he had everything.
Yeah, like he was about to ruin it for.
And I go to inspection, everything's good. So anyway, that was the worst one though. That was the worst. That guy, bro, I had cop cars coming like I was a criminal. Like I killed 6 people.
Then you have one guy getting stabbed in the back of the alley over there, and the guy runs away.
And you know what the worst
scot-free.
part? I wasn't even speeding. I understand if you're stopping me for speeding, you check everything out. You know,
No, the
it's
guy
fine.
stopped me because his car was
The guy
modified.
stopped me. He said, your car, this and that. He was being a piece of shit with me.
Very bored.
He told me. His partner was even saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, I always have that. I always have one guy, whatever. And the guy goes, your exhaust is illegal because your tips are too big. So that's what makes your exhaust loud. That's the first thing he told me. I go, and I'm with my girlfriend.
This guy's seen the R8 tips. I think they're like 6
Have you
inches
seen any
wide.
tip? Like, you could have a tip the size of my head and it's not going to change the sound at
the
all. You know
exhaust
what I mean?
is this big, like,
you could have, you see those Civics with those little 1.5s, bam, 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 and they're spitting flames. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. And that's what I told him. I remember telling the cop, I'm like, you just lost your case right now. And he's like, why? I go, you're battling with a mechanic and what you just said, and I had it on video, I had it on recording. I was recording it. I go, does not make sense. I go, and you're looking bad. He kept bringing up excuses, coming up with all kinds of stuff. Didn't make sense. So I already knew. I go, if I go to court, and even if my inspection doesn't pass, I go, I'm going to beat this guy. Just because of that.
If they give you mechanical inspection tickets and the car passes inspection,
But why are you giving tickets and inspection? Give inspection or tickets. That's what I told him.
I'm not sure. Maybe they have to give inspection.
No, he did on
ticket.
purpose, so to waste my time.
Probably.
Well, you're giving, let's say, I'm giving you an inspection because your suspension, your exhaust, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you check it. If it's not good,
Then get a ticket.
then you get a ticket, or you have to pay whatever the hell it is. If you get a change, you have to go back, right?
Yeah.
So why are you giving me a ticket too? To make money.
Did you pay the tickets? No.
I didn't have to pay anything. I only one ticket. I had a sticker in the front windshield, which is whatever.
Yeah, because obstructing.
And I made it
view or
wherever I was working, pay a part of it. So
It's funny you bring up the thing with the sign.
why?
A buddy of mine, His name is Jose. Shout out to Jose. He posted a picture
Jose. Yeah.
of a street sign, a no parking sign
Yeah.
here in MTL. It said no parking between 9 and 5 on Wednesdays. Then there was a little piece at the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Except from 9 to 5 on Wednesdays. I'm going to post the picture right now.
So you can't park there. Could you or can't you?
It says,
I wouldn't know. I'd be like 20 minutes.
It says you can't park between 9 and 5 on Wednesdays except between 9 and 5 on Wednesdays. So the bottom sign cancels out the top sign.
So you're not sure. You
yeah,
park,
it's like, do I park? Do I don't park? Do I park? Do I don't park?
It's
like, what?
Montreal for you guys. That's what it is.
Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
So let's get into this episode. Guys, I want to say one thing. We're getting t-shirts. We got them made
I'm not
already.
wearing it right now.
Yeah, we already got them made. These are the prototypes. Our good buddy who was supposed to be here today, who couldn't be here, Mike Franceschini. Shout out to Mike Franceschini. He's the one who takes care of all our products, right? If you want to say, like all merch, t-shirt, all our merch. If you guys want t-shirts, let us know. Honestly, we weren't even thinking about selling them. We didn't have any ideas with that. But if you guys really want them, we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
100%.
We'll figure it out. We won't sell it for. We'll sell it for whatever we paid it. Just so for us, we're happy that someone wants to wear
them, yeah, for sure.
And the reason why we got them was to give it to our guests. So Gino last week was on. We were supposed to have them last week.
Yeah, but we didn't.
We didn't. I completely forgot Gino. I told him already after the thing. We got you one. Even All Time Podcast.
Shout out to All Time, actually.
Shout out to All Time, man. Big things, apparently. There's something coming out. They posted, I think, August 14.
Oh.
Something's happening. So I don't know.
Season 3?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's a new season or if it's maybe because them two, they got some merch. So I don't know if it's that. So keep an eye out for that. But them two, they wanted to switch and this and that. So we just got t-shirts, guys. So if you guys need anything, that's what we're starting off with. Then we might move into other things. But for now, t-shirts we think would be the best thing. So let's get into this episode. Enough talking about our stupid problems, our stupid issues. I want to talk about the new cars that are coming out and the new ones that have been coming out because we've been with guests all the time. We can't talk about the news as much, you know. What I mean? Well, we talk about cars, but the news, news part, we don't really talk about it because it's a bit, we want to talk about them too. So, what new car is coming out that you obviously Giovanni knows inside out?
There's one that I've been checking up every single day. It's the new S-Class from Mercedes. I don't know if anybody saw it or not.
New body, right? Completely changed?
Completely rechanged.
Man, the new one now.
Completely rechanged. It says it's completely rechanged. The body's going to be different. I don't know if the frame is the same.
The frame probably might be using the
S-Class
same one.
is S-Class, right? Suspension is brand new. Interior is going to be all brand new.
So it's basically going to be the flagship, the new entrance.
Exactly.
All the new technology.
And then all the other ones are going to kind of trickle down.
Yeah. So less technology, less whatever.
Yeah.
Less.
Same
like 7 Series.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like no night vision, no whatever they put, like pedestrian cross, whatever it's called there.
So the body is completely new. The lights changed, everything changed. It's not a facelift.
No. The facelift already happened in 2019.
It's so nice. I find that S-Class is like...
Yeah, I love it.
It's going to be hard to beat. That's what I'm saying. Because even the ones before, they were nice. A bit bulky. You know what I'm talking about? The ones just before that? It's like a bit bulky. They're nice. But I find those ones were really they nailed it. They nailed it. So now, man, to come out with something else, it's going to be tough, man. But
the new one, apparently, the inside is going to be in front when you're sitting in the cockpit. In front's going to be a screen. So that's going to be just like it is now.
Okay, so like a virtual cockpit there, yeah.
And then on your right side, all wrapped, is all screen. The whole way down.
Oh, yeah, like that. It's like turned?
Yeah, well, the turning part isn't a screen, but it turns and it becomes all screen. The whole way down.
Okay, so the whole thing. I'm seeing that more and more lately. I find in cars, like your center console, even there's no more buttons.
Even if you look at the new McLaren and Lamborghini Evo, the Huracan Evo, the screen in the middle,
everything in the middle,
the console in the middle is all screen.
Do you guys have that already? Than anything in the Mercedes?
That's
products?
all screen.
Yeah.
No,
like just in the center console, or most of it. Let's say it doesn't have to be all.
So the new ones, the ones that are out now, the whole front is screen. So it's two individual 10.25 inch screens.
The E classes there when they came out.
S classes, A classes, all that stuff, GLC and stuff too. And the only car that has something in the middle would be GT63.
Okay.
And the GTC, that the buttons to put your exhaust on and off, it's all screens.
Okay.
And you can click them and the image changes.
The reason why I'm asking this, is there any, do you hear anything like they're screwing up or anything like that? Because the sensor, it's like just a sensor, touch sensor.
It's only 2 years the car's out.
Because I would think they would be better, to be honest. Because buttons, you know what happens. Coffee, shit gets inside. So buttons sometimes...
Maybe.
But it's mechanical, though. It's a switch, right? So
it's a switch with a screen underneath. And the screen is like a... Like a OLED screen or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Doesn't take that much power.
Yeah.
So like when you click it, the screen only does 2 images. On off.
No, I know that. I'm just saying, like, you think it's gonna last? Like, you think it's a good thing
clicks.
that they're doing
Yeah,
this,
I think
or
so,
it
'cause
clicks?
it's made out of glass, the button.
Because you know what I'm talking about, like Audi, the click.
Yeah.
Like they're all going towards that. Do you think they're all gonna move? Like take everything out. Let's say even door unlock, lock. It's gonna be that.
A touch.
Yeah.
Possible.
Sooner or later, no?
If you look at
I
that,
think 'cause they don't have
I think
issues.
it's the Volvos, the new ones.
Yeah. Well, my stepmom has the Volvo.
Is the door?
No.
There's a car where
I know what you're talking about. I
the
know
unlock
what you're
and
talking
lock
about.
is a touch.
Is it XC90?
I think so.
I think it's XC90, but her too. Everything is touch.
Yeah, the middle is all touch and
yeah.
everything's touch. Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
Even
man.
the new Volks. Did you see
Yes.
it? It's all touchscreen. There's
Yo,
no
man,
more buttons.
I spoke to one of our future guests that's going to come on. I'm not going to say the name because I want to surprise this and that. He was telling me that because he was selling, he's a salesman, an e-tron?
Audi e-tron? Yeah.
No, not Audi e-tron, the e-tron, whatever it's called, the Volks.
Oh, the
Arteon,
yeah.
whatever that. Sorry, guys, I butchered it. Yeah,
yeah.
basically the new, or the new Phantom, basically.
Yeah.
I asked him, he goes, this car is insane. He goes, it's a really nice car. It's not expensive.
Yeah, 60K.
Yeah, but like $600 a month. When that like
On a
nothing
lease?
down. Yeah, like I don't know what it was. There's 6 or 7 there, whatever. But still, the car's full. The car looks like an R8 when it's behind you.
Yeah, it does. It's very.
When
neat.
it was I swear to God, in black, that car with the lights at night looks insane. The shit you could do to that car, and I feel that car. If I was looking at it just like that. I don't know if I would get it because I was thinking if you would get that car and keep it, like the Phantom,
like later on,
it'll be worth it.
Not a V12 inside.
No, I know. It's what it is.
And even that car,
it's a 4-cylinder.
It's Phantom or Phaeton? I think it's Phaeton. Yeah, Phaeton or something like that.
But that's it. That's the only thing that
is it a
worries me.
4-cylinder?
Yeah. I asked him. 4-cylinder, 260 something horsepower.
It's not the V6 inside.
No, they don't make it.
Yeah, the Passat has the
VR6. The R line isn't. It's a 2-liter turbo.
268 horsepower though.
Yeah, but and it's like your Volkswagen. It's put like this. It's not put horizontal.
Like
you know what
straight
I mean?
like
Yeah, straight. So I don't know.
Yeah,
but that car is.
It's all inline fours. You're right.
That's it. So I don't know. But 260 horsepower. It's fast. I'm not saying that's slow, but it's heavy. It's a heavy car.
It is heavy, but it's nice inside.
Super nice car. Even the outside, the looks are sick. You'd have to get that car in a dark color, R line only. But I don't know. I don't know
if I'd drive one, but they are nice.
That's it. You see, exactly the same thing. It's like he told me it's like a baby A5 or A7 Sportback, you know.
But it's considered a Sportback.
Yeah, because the back
opens
opens
like a Sportback.
Yeah, that's why. And you know
It's
me, I love
car,
Sportbacks.
Though. It's a big car.
Imagine me parking over here or something like that. Even an A5 or S5. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do next because that S3 is perfect to park.
S7.
I always want S7, but try to find an S7.
Black.
Try to find one, any color.
R7s are more popular than S7.
I can find an R7 like this.
Yeah.
S7 is so rare. Is that guy near your house? Oh, yeah.
Yes, the black one.
Yes. I love that one. I'm always looking to see if there's a sign on that car, man. Because he takes care of that car, too.
There is a black one.
I just want to leave like a card and say, if ever, let me know.
I'll buy it.
But I think the sleeper is the same engine, V8 twin turbo.
Yeah. Same engine as R7. Just
V8 twin turbo, man. You just put
a 4-liter.
Put an exhaust on that thing. Yeah. Or 4. Yeah, 4. You put an exhaust on that thing. Wheels.
Yeah. That's it. You don't need anything else.
Maybe. Is it air suspension? No, huh?
Yeah, I think in the back. Probably.
So maybe there's even a module for a little.
What do you do in the front?
Sometimes it's just hydraulic or something, and they're able to just like modules and shit. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I know the E63 you could, but that's a full air.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's
all air all around. Yeah. I don't know. It's an interesting car. So the S-Class, what else is there anything that came out or just it's coming out and
most of it is all wrapped still in camo.
Okay, so
we
still
don't know much. Okay. The lights, brand new. The grill's going to be bigger.
Engine?
Kind of, I'm not sure yet.
Nothing, eh? Okay,
but
so it's really like at the starting
diesels
point.
In Europe. V8 here still.
A diesel S-Class here would be ideal.
No diesels anymore.
I know, but I'm saying a diesel S-Class here.
It didn't sell.
Really?
Yeah.
I was about to say I never heard of one.
It was S350 diesels.
Oh my god, the ones before.
Yeah.
Yes.
It didn't sell.
Oh my god.
And the new S-Class apparently they're gonna have hybrid technology inside, just like the E53s and stuff.
Yeah.
But they have
but hybrid okay, explain. Sorry,
it's called the EQ module. So like, there's no starter inside the car.
Okay.
So when you start the car, it doesn't make that.
There's no start.
No, it goes.
How does the car start?
So there's a 48-volt system.
Okay.
That's in between the transmission and the engine.
Okay.
Okay. And this 48-volt system is the starter. So
Okay.
that's what turns the engine.
Okay, so it's a motor. It's an electric motor.
Kind of, yes.
Okay.
In between the transmission and the engine.
Okay.
And it gives 21 horsepower and 184 foot-pounds of torque instantly.
Okay.
That's the configurations right now.
But how does it spark?
Momentum. It's electric motor,
It's like
right?
a rotor inside?
It's like a electric motor. See how electric motor works?
I know what I mean.
All
How
the
does it
winds.
spark for the engine to start?
Oh, like it must start the ignition coils. I don't know what it must do.
That's it, huh? Or it
Well,
must
like a
give
starter motor, it's just a little
Yeah,
thing
but
that
that's it.
turns.
It's a thing that turns. That's
Yeah,
it.
well,
I'm trying to think of how that
Same
works.
idea, but just instead of having a starter motor, it's still a starter motor, but
It's still it's a motor that
it's
gives
a
you
battery
even power
type
too.
of system. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's virtually no turbo lag in the car anymore
Shit.
because that gives
Okay,
you
that's
almost
that new
200
technology that I was
foot-pounds of
reading.
torque
Okay.
instantly, and then the
Then the engine comes on.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
the engine's always on.
No, what I mean, like the power from the engine gets
Takes over.
adapted. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
takes
So that's
over.
coming out on the US classes, the new
shit.
C classes, the new E. Well, the
Base
E class.
or AMGs?
No, even the S is gonna have it.
Okay, not a C300.
Maybe we don't know yet.
Shit.
We don't know yet. C43 is gonna have it. I'm
That
pretty
makes
sure.
sense, yeah, because the
C63
performance.
is gonna have it because it's
Does
gonna
it
be
make the car heavier? Not much.
E53 has it,
Well,
and
that
it's already heavy. That's it. So we don't know. But the new SC63 is gonna be 4-cylinder apparently.
Oh, yeah.
670 horsepower though.
So the ones before that are gonna go up then after, I think.
Yes.
Or they're gonna be worse like
They're gonna be
later
worth
on.
money.
You know what I mean?
They're gonna be the ones. So I would say from
I still think
2009.
V6 or inline six is like perfect engine.
C43.
Like with a turbo or with a
Yeah.
supercharger, whatever it is.
Yes, but when you drive the V8, you know, but like you drive the V8 and like it has its own characteristic inside, you know.
100%. But I mean, like the best all around. Like I have what's it called, like you four-cylinder with a big
four-cylinder.
turbo, this and that. I still find the best is just a nice V6,
V6
with
turbos or supercharger.
force induction,
Yeah.
any sort of force induction.
Like C43 or
I
Super
find
or S4.
well Supra, Skyline, 335, S4, C43,
all V6s inside.
all of some of the best cars
Yeah.
that literally they have issues. I'm not gonna say they don't have issues, but they don't break. Like they don't blow up. Is what I'm trying to
No,
say.
but they have like
they
the
have
maintenance
injector issues. They have all kinds of stupid shit. But the blocks are always solid blocks. Like they don't break. Man.
And you save the weight and you get the same power almost as a
Yeah,
V8.
you get a V8. You can get the- you
almost same power as a V8.
You could probably get more
Maybe.
if you start going crazy. Fudge, man. Get four cylinders, nice, but man, it's not the same thing. It doesn't
Oh, the
feel.
way
It's
a
not.
six-cylinder sounds.
But it's not the same feeling either. Like then you take the four cylinder with a turbo side, and I was like, I never drove anything. Not never drove. I never owned anything like that. So when I got it, I was like, oh my god, this is different. I never had a turbo. I always had the supercharger or NA. It's different. See, everything's
is
different, but I still think the best overall, all around, because if you're on the highway, that V6 is better than a four cylinder. I'm sorry, people say it isn't. It is. If you have to just accelerate, I don't have to downshift.
Yeah, that's true. With
You
four
just
cylinder,
go-
have to downshift.
you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I find that
If
V6
you downshift
is
with the
perfect.
four cylinder, you do a bit, huh? Sometimes.
It depends where I
You don't
am.
like it
If
because
I'm
your
able
turbo's
to
bigger, though.
exactly, if I'm able to spool up enough right away,
Yeah.
I'm fine. Like it's rare that I'll have to downshift, but I see myself downshifting more
Than the
than
V6.
my S4. S4 I never downshifted. S4 I was in sixth gear on the highway, and I
And
was
just full. Also, the
also
gearing is different.
Supercharger too, though.
Yeah, it's instant
Low end,
power.
right? Low
Yeah.
end to high end.
The torque is instant.
But you see, even I find like a turbo, you feel it. Then I find in the higher RPMs, you don't feel it as much.
It dies out.
Like you feel like, okay, come on, where's this
Yeah.
turbo? You know,
Like
then you shift it.
4,000, 4, 5, 6, you feel it. Once you pass,
Yeah, that's it. Then-
4,005, 5,000, you feel it.
And
Then
I
it
shift,
dies out.
then it goes like again,
Yeah.
like it gets another boost.
Yeah.
I thought I wasn't used to that because I'm so used to. I've been having all big engine V6 or inline
Mm-hmm.
sixes, and V8 with the Mustang. I'm not used to that. I was always like, man, it keeps going,
yeah.
and then you shift, and then you feel that little slow down. Then it's
But
supposed to pick
still
up
builds
again.
up,
You know?
NA or supercharged.
Yeah, so it's different. But man, when you have a turbo and you're, let's say, first, second, third, it just
Goes.
you get that. Oh, it's not.
power
It's two
band is
different
different.
things.
It is, it
two
is.
different things.
Supercharger feels more like an NA car.
Yeah, I like supercharger a lot, man.
Me too.
I really like
It's dying out though, unfortunately.
It is, because turbos are just the technology of turbos now. With the electric shit that you're talking about, shit like that, there's no lag. You get more power, more.
Efficiency.
They don't break as much because there's less things to break. You know, it's crazy. So I don't know.
Like when you're not using them, they just not close, but they don't.
The manual transmission, all this shit's gonna start to
Yeah, die away.
slowly. So getting back into the new cars, I found one. What was it 2 weeks ago? Was it about 2 weeks ago that it came out? The Land Rover Defender, the new one.
Yeah, the square-looking one.
The box. They kept the box. Look, hey, they're keeping true.
I saw it in person.
People hate that shit. Eh?
You seen it in person?
No.
I
How
saw
is it?
one. That's alright. It looks pretty cool.
Does it
feel
give that same effect of the old Defender? Like when you see it, when
No.
you're like, yo, this truck
No.
looks like I could
No.
drive through a house. No?
I've seen old Defenders even modified.
Yeah, I've seen
without the
so
cab.
many.
Black,
Yeah.
without the cab, like pickup style, big wheels jacked up. It looks sick. The new one, I think they're trying
I
to
like
go
it,
like
not
in the
even
G-Wagon territory.
You think?
It's not as big as
Are
the
the seats
G-Wagon.
still facing each other in the back?
I didn't see the inside. I just saw it driving.
Like, do you
on the
have?
road.
Is it big in the back, like for people to sit like the other one? You know, the other one was a. So the Land Rover Defender was an army car. The seats, the way they had them, weren't like regular seats. Everyone's looking straight. So the front driver and whoever did both front are facing straight. The guys in the back are facing each other. So let's say
Inside
like this, like me and Giovanni would be like this. I wonder if they kept that.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
They're trying to go with modern
But
times.
I find that so cool. And
It's
was
that
it,
square. It looks cool in person.
was it big?
No.
It wasn't that
Smaller than a G-Wagon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, it looks huge.
Yeah. It doesn't
Okay,
look
so
that
they didn't
big.
have those seats then. For
Probably
sure.
not.
But I don't know. You see, it's cool that they're bringing it back for the Defender. That whole Defender, people, they're crazy for that truck, right? You see, there's diesel swaps. There's all kinds of swaps for that car. People have crazy builds for
But
that
that's
car.
the old one. Is the new one gonna have the same momentum?
I don't think so, because I've showed it to people, like our cousins, it's not people who I've talked to, and everyone's like, what the hell is this thing? It's really ugly.
Crap.
And I'm like, guys, but it's bringing back the old, like, I'm not a Land Rover guy at all, you know me. And like, yeah, it's bringing back the old nostalgia, this and that. I don't think it's working for people. I don't know if they're going to do that great, to be honest.
It's even the Bronco. Speaking of trucks.
So yeah, new truck too. I had it here, the new Ford Bronco. Yo, man.
It looks cool.
It looks really cool.
But is it gonna work today's time? When it
I don't
came
know.
out, it was like, oh, like it was something new, you know?
Yeah.
But yes.
You mean the old body?
Yeah, the one
Okay.
like the O.J.
Yeah.
Simpson one,
Yeah,
the white one there, like that style.
Doesn't Post Malone has one, I think.
White?
Yeah.
Is that the first Bronco that came out?
I
Or
think
there was
so.
one before that?
I know. I think that was the
original.
only ones. Yeah, they did good with that. Then
I
after,
think there was one before that.
there's a couple people that have some nice Broncos, like
They're
modified.
cool because they're nostalgia.
Yeah.
But like the new ones are like they look insane.
They look cool, and they tested them. That's what I was reading. They tested them at the same place, the Rubicon.
I've heard of this, yeah.
thing. So I guess it's a place where they have all the terrains, you know,
Yeah,
this and that.
testing.
I guess that's where they get the Rubicon name from the
Jeep.
the Jeeps, yeah. So I saw it doing it. Man, that thing was tearing up some
Yeah?
shit. Yo, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. But is it
how
going to
it's
be a
gonna last
competitor
in
to the
city.
Jeep?
Maybe.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think so.
You think it's going to give a run for its money?
Not run for its money, but it's going to be a competitor.
Because it's
The
Ford.
Jeep
You
has
think
its
because it's
clientele.
Ford.
Yeah, the Jeep
Exactly.
has its
Exactly, yeah.
has its niche market.
That too is
clients.
like, but you see that truck? They barely change it. They barely change
Yeah,
it.
it's
They added a
G-Wagon,
bit
same
bigger, like, you know.
They barely
Yeah,
change it
it's
every
true.
year.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's like the first time they actually did like a full redesign. But
true.
like in the past 30 years before this year, last year, the truck looked the same.
Yeah.
If you take a 2005 and you take a 2018 G-Wagon,
Oh my god, they're almost identical. The interiors are the same, no?
other
Based,
than like,
like, some
changing
things
the style
change,
of
yeah.
the seats and like the steering wheel, but like
almost
the
the
actual
same,
shape
man.
of the car is the same thing.
Oh, if you would, where I was working before, we used to have a lot of G-Wagons coming in for wheels and
You
tires.
can't even tell what year is what.
No, I wouldn't know. If the guy would have told me this one's brand new this year, I could maybe know by the lights.
Yeah, the lights, exactly. Like the
Me?
strips
Like,
at the
because
bottom.
I know.
Yeah,
Because of
exactly.
you and like,
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with that shit. Other people would be like, well,
If you look at 2010 and 2018, they're identical.
you're like, what the hell?
Other than the lights and the steering wheel, there's something else
It's
different.
true. It's true. I know.
It's identical.
Cool cars to drive though. I like
Yeah, they
Jeep
are
classes.
dope.
Just that they're a bit shaky. You know what I mean? Like you're high
Picking
up,
up one
and
on
you're a
like
square.
at speed.
Yeah.
It was a V12 one though.
Oh, okay,
G65.
Yeah,
It rips.
they all rip. Honestly, they all
rips.
they're fast
It rips.
trucks.
It
They're
rips.
cool.
And even at high speed, like you feel pretty planted.
They look cool,
They do look cool.
but man, when you take a turn or something, you
Yeah.
feel. Remember we were driving
Like, I'm
out
gonna-
together.
yeah, the white one.
Oh, that way. Only me and Giovanni find a G63 to transport a TV. when I had to move. I have nothing. We have all kinds of other things. No, G63.
Forget
to
a
move
pickup
TV.
just to get a
These
G-Wagon.
people, when I moved in, must have been like, what the hell kind of drugs are these kids thinking? I'd show up with a G63, my S3. He'd come with another car, and I show up with a big, the Mercedes the
Sprinter.
Sprinters. These guys like, what the hell? The toolbox is coming out. They must have been like, what are we getting
Oh,
into?
no.
here? Yeah. And they're all older
The
people.
race
here.
car
They're-
drivers coming into the
Oh no!
into the town.
It was quiet before here. So something else that I saw that's new that you didn't see. I saw it on Car and Driver. Everybody knows Car and Driver,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So they're apparently coming out with a new M5, not
Yeah.
new body.
I didn't see this. Yeah, you
So
told me this.
M5 with an electric motor. hybrid system like what you were talking about, and they're calling it around 1,000 horsepower, 750 to 1,000 horsepower in total.
Cars
with
fully
that
electric?
motor. No.
Hybrid.
That technology, like you said. So it adds to the M5. It's basically M5 stock with that electric thing.
After driving a hybrid car, okay, like E53, GLE 53, I hate electric cars. I'll say this right now. I cannot stand electric cars.
I give respect to Tesla, and that's about it.
Yeah, but like, I don't know.
That's about it, though.
You're driving it, you're like, this is boring as... Other than the fact that you get... Like, once you get past, like, that ludicrous mode, and like, you... Like, actual drivability every day, I feel the car is boring.
It's a quiet-ass car.
Yeah, that's it.
When I drove it, it's like...
A to B, and no joy.
Just that, you see, this is what I'm saying doesn't make sense. That when I drove it, I was like, yo, this is a good car to travel with, like, if you have to go far, to places. But then I'm like, shit, you're going to have to charge it, like, every 250, 300?
Yeah, 300 kilometers on average.
It's not worth it. But if the car could go literally almost 1,000 or 800...
then it makes sense.
Yo, the car is a comfortable car to drive for a long time. It's quiet. It's not, it has all the... It's a very good car to drive for a long time. But... they didn't work that out yet. That's the only thing. That's what I was saying. I was like, yo, man, this car is really, really, really good to drive long distance. But
I feel like electric cars...
I'm going to have to charge my car every, what?
At 300 kilometers.
It's going to take you 17 days.
Quebec is, 200 kilometers? Yeah, every 3 hours.
It's going to take you 17 days to get to Florida if you want to go to Florida.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I think electric cars aren't going to have, like, their ground yet. Hybrids, like I was saying before...
Yeah, well...
After driving a hybrid, I feel like it's a good middle ground. Yeah. I
agree.
You have the engine always there, and then you have the benefits of an electric motor.
The only hybrid like performance car I drove, I think, was the NSX.
The new one.
Yeah.
I never tried that. It must be insane. Yeah.
It's got a big motor though, like a big electric motor. It kicks. Then I drove, like you said, ludicrous mode. It's ludicrous.
Yeah,
it gives you whiplashes.
But once you get off that,
but that's it. Like I still wouldn't get it because. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, boom, I went, but like all I heard was
the tires,
and my head was going back, and that's it. I would have rather liked to go slower off my takeoff.
But here,
like my favorite car, like I drove there too. I drove the same day actually. A 911 Turbo, and you put into first, and you take on. You hear that sound.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit if you're taking off faster than me.
Yeah, it's the joy.
And then slapping it into second. You can't beat that.
Yeah.
You cannot beat that. I don't care if you're the fastest car in the world.
Yeah.
All electric. It does it all for you. $1 million. It will never change the feeling of a freaking mechanical beast.
Yeah.
My Mustang, just to go back, I had an 89 Mustang. Remember the manual?
Yeah, it was awesome.
You'll never get that feeling again that, that muscle that it's hard to put in. You put it in and boom, boom, boom. And you have to it's not like a regular manual that you just start going. No, you have to play with it. You gotta feather it, and I find our kids will never see that ever again, and they'll never experience it. And I find that something like even that, like going from first giving a bit of gas, a muscle car, it's short gears the first.
Yeah.
It's like
putting in the second.
And you know what I mean? Like, and you have that feeling that you did it, and the car starting.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's what I'm saying.
They'll never enjoy
electric
that.
cars, you'll never get that feeling anymore.
I don't think I'll ever go electric.
Unless they make a manual electric car. That'd be cool.
I think it's gonna break.
Hold on. I drove the e-tron. I forgot to mention this.
Oh, you drove that?
Yeah, the Audi e-tron.
So
brand new of the year,
right?
2019, 2020, whatever it was.
It's a massive truck,
yes.
Right? Okay, yo.
It looks like a Q7.
Car, yeah, but bigger, no? Like longer.
No, I think it's smaller than a Q7.
It looks almost like a Velar. Like the style, like shorter.
I feel like it's the same style as the Q7, but lower.
I find shorter head roof line, and it looks a bit stretched, just a bit more stretched. Like the old Q7, the old Q7 that looks a bit stretched, but lower.
I feel like it's like the ass of a Q7, though. Like it's cut like that.
I have to see it from the back. I only saw it from like a side view.
It was sick to drive.
Yeah?
It was sick to drive.
It's a nice truck, though.
Oh my god.
How's the interior?
Oh, amazing.
Yeah?
Amazing.
Yo, honestly, I was like, man, I would get this truck. It was nice.
It was nice.
Like, I was with my girlfriend. We were in Blainville area.
Yeah.
I saw it parked charging. I stopped the car. I go, man.
100K, though.
I go, what is this? Oh, okay.
100K.
I was like, what? I go, is this the new e-tron? And I looked and I saw it said Audi, I think Blainville. So the guy was from there. That's why he had one of the first ones. Sick mags.
Yeah.
The mags, like, the Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this car
is
really nice.
Cool car. 100,000,
full electric,
I don't
right?
know.
That car?
Full electric. No electric.
And is there anything special about e-tron or no? Huh? There's nothing.
No, I think it's electric.
Just the electric division of.
Of Audi.
And the grill in the front is cool.
Yeah.
Yo, nice car, honestly.
The grill in the front.
Yeah, for airflow and stuff. for an all-electric truck, I would go with that over the Tesla Model X.
I
any
think so.
day.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, okay, it's cool. Your Tesla does gullwing doors and the dances and it does this.
It's a Mercedes inside.
100% Mercedes inside. Remember the first time I got in a Tesla, I texted Joe and I said, "Why is it a Mercedes inside?" I go, "I hate that stupid, that stupid shifter. I already hate it. Not in a Tesla too."
It's all Mercedes inside. Well, most of it's Mercedes.
So, anyways, going back to the electric, 1,000 horsepower they're calling it on Car and Driver. If you guys want to see this article, go on Car and Driver. Not 100% yet, but they're saying it looks like a regular M5. It's a regular M5. It looks like the new ones.
Just with a hybrid
They're brand
system.
new, right? Yeah. So with a hybrid system. So I don't know if they're gonna call it like M5. Not already. This is the competition. So I don't know if they're gonna call it like M5.
By the way, I know I'm a Mercedes fanboy, but the new M5, I love it.
It's my favorite.
I love it. I love it.
So imagine that, right? So the new M5, for you that doesn't know, has an option. It's all-wheel drive, but you have an option to put it to rear-wheel drive if you want. Insane.
Drift mode. One
of the coolest options I've ever heard in my life, because I love all-wheel drive. But if I could drive sometimes in rear wheel, I'd be the happiest man. You know what I mean? That he did that and it comes with the car. It's not an option. It comes with the car. Amazing. So now imagine with this electric motor.
Yeah, rip.
It's gonna eat people.
Yeah, it's a monster.
Insane. So look out for that, guys. Honestly. So
let's see what the new E63 is gonna bring.
Yeah, I know. That's it. So that's what always happens, right? With these Germans.
I love full sedan.
Me too.
Like category.
Yeah, I love that. Me
full
too.
Full sedans is my favorite category.
That and even the one just before it, not full, like just sedan, like A4, 3 Series,
C4,
C, all that stuff. That's like those are my favorite categories.
Yeah, me too.
So just to quote Car and Driver, the next generation M5 could also have 750 horsepower hybrid variant powered by a twin turbo V8 paired with electric motors.
What the? This shit's gonna rip, guaranteed.
And it's gonna sound
it's gonna pull
crazy.
Off.
V8 twin turbo.
The new ones are insane.
Insane.
With an full exhaust system on the new M5s. Oh my god. Even the stock ones are insane.
So yeah, 100%. Now I want you to get into this because I see it there on your screen.
Yeah.
I see it
Speaking
there.
of big power.
Oh my god.
I don't know if you guys know or not, but the new GT500 came out like a couple months ago.
Shelby, man.
Beginning of the year this year. They were out, whatever.
Yeah. And it's starting.
They're rated at 760, if I'm not mistaken.
750, 760, something like that.
No, I think the stock one is 7. Hold on, let's find out. I have it right in front of me.
I'm pretty sure it's 760. I'm pretty sure you're right, 760. Giovanni's
hold on.
Giovanni's got to check because I can't do it both these. I'm recording, have the notes here and everything. The computer's gonna blow up.
The stock ones, that's the stock one.
Okay, the regular
ones at 760 horsepower, 625 torque. And now they're coming up with a GT500 SE, which is called Signature Edition.
It's Signature? It's not. Yeah, Signature Edition. I have it here. Exactly. Signature Edition. Exactly. Yeah.
They're only going to be making as many as are ordered.
I have here they're only making 100.
I read the 100.
Okay.
But they said they'll make more if ordered.
Okay. Sorry. That's not what I read. I read only 100 were built. So right now there's only 100.
100.
If they need more, they'll make more.
If people
exactly.
Show
if people,
interest, yes.
So engine-wise, it's a 5.2, right?
Same engine.
Same engine.
Tune. Smaller pulley.
Exactly. So smaller belt.
Carbon fiber hood.
Yeah. Yeah, the hood has all the vents inside it.
Exactly. So full dry carbon fiber hood.
Does it have wing?
Same wing.
Okay.
The adjustable one. And it's going to be about 800 horsepower. 800 plus.
800 plus. That's what it says.
800 plus.
These are all not confirmed stuff. Like the M5 it's not confirmed. It's just what.
So it's a supercharger pulley, front and rear sway bars and springs. Sway bars are bigger, springs are firmer.
Yo, man, these Mustangs are already known for taking good...
and a bigger intercooler for the supercharger.
That's it, upgraded cooling. I was going to add. Upgraded cooling, that's what I have here. So that means that car's going to go around the track pretty nice.
Yeah.
Or it's just going to drift to the track.
It's going to put the Camaro ZL1 1LE.
Oh, my God. That's why they did that.
Because that's a full track...
That car's nice, man. But would I get it?
Yeah,
but
I like it.
I would still stick with the Mustang.
Like me don't stick with the Mustang, but the CL1 is nice.
That's nice. So okay, that's it.
I have to drive one in Florida for the 2 weeks that we're there.
Yeah, the Camaro SS.
I actually fell in love with the car.
Okay, I miss Florida like crazy right now. Now that you just said that, I'm getting almost like shivers, bro. Man, that car was
that car was awesome.
It was a good, we had a vacation. We got there. I don't know if we spoke about that. We got a Cadillac XTS.
Yeah, we spoke about this.
So, and then we just switched it to a Camaro.
That was insane. V8 Camaro too.
V8 Camaro SS in Miami, Florida.
I think, right? 425, I think.
Yeah, perfect car for the highway. You don't need more than that. NA V8.
automatic,
Honestly,
but
and we're both not Camaro fans. Besides old Camaros,
Yeah.
we're both not Camaro
that
fans.
car was awesome.
Remember, we both got there. We're like, can we have the 5-liter Mustang?
Yeah,
and the guy's
like,
like, sir, we
nope.
can't. It's a convertible. We can't give it. It was hardtop, maybe, this and that. That's convertible. It's a different class. We're like, we really want the Mustang. We were trying to get the Mustang. And
So
the
you
guy's
have
like,
a V6. I'm like,
that's it.
No.
No, we're not going V6. I'd rather stick with the Cadillac. Then the guy's, well, you can take this Camaro. It's an SS.
We're there checking inside,
We're both
opening the
looking at
door, like
everything. Yeah,
trunk
yeah.
space is okay.
Joe, pop the hood. We popped the hood. V8. Yeah. We just smack it down and we take it.
Does this guy
Fun
know
time.
it's a V8 and he's giving 20-year-olds a 450
True, eh?
horsepower
Yeah,
car?
we got it back perfect condition.
Perfect.
We
It
even wanted to
sucked
wash
gas,
the car.
but it was actually not that bad.
No, we were
The
good.
gas.
Honestly, gas was pretty good.
Not bad.
Gas was actually...
4-cylinder mode though.
Because where we were in Florida, it's like, what, half an hour away from Miami?
Yeah, about 40 minutes.
So me and Giovanni take that highway, if anybody knows, I-95 all the way down south.
Yeah.
Beautiful highway, beautiful drive. Me and him drive for no reason. So we thought we were going to drive from there to there. Remember, we're like, we're going to have to fill up for sure in Miami, at least half a tank. Remember, we were saying at least half a tank.
It didn't do anything.
We got there, it moved a bit because we found out after that it drops down to a 4-cylinder. Half the engine works, right?
Halfway on the highway.
So if you're not gunning it, that car was really good on the highway.
Yeah.
So, honestly, all props to Chevrolet on that.
Yeah, they did a good job.
That car, honestly,
and the exhaust was valved, so it was pretty loud when you put it in sport mode.
That car was fun, man.
Track mode. Track mode.
That car. Oh, track mode. Yeah, the flag. Remember the flag?
Yeah.
Oh my God, good times. So
I like that car.
that's all we really have on the new cars. They didn't really get into most detail. If you guys want more details on the Defender and the Bronco, obviously go at Land Rover or Ford site. Everything is out. The cars are purchasable. The M5, like we said, is coming out. The Mustang Shelby, the SE is coming out. The S-Class is coming out. All these cars are basically coming out. So we don't know all the facts, but we're trying to give you basically everything we know. So, cars, we done on the cars or no? Well, I just want to touch upon F1. You know what's going on with F1 lately? Okay. So Mercedes lost today. No, they didn't lose. They came second, third there. It's not lost, but
Who won?
Verstappen,
okay.
Red Bull.
All right.
And it was it's at not the British Grand Prix. It's another, I think, Great Britain they call it, because now, because of COVID, they had to get different tracks, and they're not coming to like places like us, Montreal and shit like that. Dubai, I think they're not doing it this year. I'm not sure. So now Nürburgring is back. That's gonna be interesting. Nürburgring. Imola's back.
Okay.
And Monza's back.
Okay.
So that's one is the Ferrari test track from Italy. The other one is another track from Italy, Imola. And there's another, I think, a Spanish or Portuguese racetrack. Insane. So they had to add all these tracks. So it's going to be, keep an eye out for that. But Mercedes finally lost today. Why I'm bringing Mercedes into that, and why I keep saying it, because I know Joe pisses him off. But why I'm bringing that is because Racing Point loses 15 points. I don't know if you saw this. No, Racing Point is because Giovanni's not the huge F1 fan.
I know what Racing Point is, yeah.
I'm more into it. So Racing Point, basically, like, has the car from Mercedes last year, right?
Okay.
They bought the car, this and that. So there's components, how F1 works is components on cars that could be bought
from different manufacturers.
Yes. Or it's the opposite. You have to make them. You legit have to design them and make them. What Racing Point did, they took this is 15 points. This is a lot of points for these guys because these guys haven't been doing
15 points.
Yeah. Ferrari, I think, went against them. Red Bull, I don't even remember who. But I know Ferrari was like the main person who went against it. Their brake air ducts.
Okay.
They took the ones from the Mercedes.
Okay, why can't they
without changing them? Because that is one of the parts that you have to design. You can't buy it off someone. It's a freaking brake air duct. You guys couldn't design your own freaking brakes. Not your own brakes, the air ducts.
Yeah.
You couldn't design a different. It spun the air a different way. You know what I mean? Like it could be something so one little thing that's different. Yeah. They lost 15 points because of that. Okay. It was proven everything. So now because they didn't make that part, they get pushed back 15 points. 15 points is a lot for a team like that.
I know.
I think Ferrari's at 44 points and they're like in third or fourth. So imagine, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot. Bit sketch. So like, it was a big controversy. I know those were going back and forth, but I think this weekend after that, 15 points down for Racing Point. Pretty bad. Hulkenberg came back because I don't know if you heard Perez had COVID.
Okay.
So he had to stop. Hulkenberg came back. They've been destroying. That car is so fast. But because of this, I think their season might be a bit tarnished.
Ruined.
Yeah. Next season, it was supposed to be next season because of COVID. They pushed it back. I want to tell you this. F1 now is doing a salary cap.
Okay.
Not next season because of freaking COVID. Screwed up everything, man. I'm so pissed. I really wanted a salary cap. So people like Mercedes, not to bash Mercedes, I love Mercedes. won't have all the funds. They'll have a salary cap, like in hockey,
Like in football and shit.
Football, there's one too, right?
Yeah, salary
Okay,
cap.
that's it. So I'm not sure about that, but I know hockey there is, right? 100%.
Soccer is no salary cap. Baseball either.
Oh my God, soccer have some players.
And baseball not even.
No, those are the two highest paid, right? So, yeah, man, they're changing that. They're putting a salary cap, so it would make everything a bit more even. You know what I mean?
Yeah, even playing on.
It's not that it's not fun. I just find that, like, I wake up in the morning, I know Mercedes is winning. Like, they don't even have to put it in there. Like, I get notifications, right, from F1 all the time. And yesterday, the notification that it was Verstappen pole position or Hülkenberg pole position, Bottas snags second. Nothing mentioned about first. Why? Because he's always first, Hamilton. He's always first. You know he's first. And he's not first by a bit. He's first by 32 seconds. The race before, he had time to change his tires. The last lap just to get the fastest lap. Just because he had so much time. I love Mercedes. I love him.
I'm sure driver has to do something with it too, though.
I'm sure you put any driver in any of those Mercedes and they'll be first, second, third.
You think?
At least. They're insignificantly faster. You see it. They're on straightaways sometimes. And it just starts to pull away. And you're like, what? Yeah, it's just... That car is just perfect. So nothing against them for that. But the salary cap is going to help a lot of shit. It's going to be more even. Imagine, like, it changes every time. Like, oh, shit, Ferrari's first. Oh, shit, McLaren came first. Now, oh, my God. Now these guys are coming in racing point.
Now it's really driver.
Now it's really the driver who makes a difference because it's whoever has more balls, whoever has more technique, whoever has more... You know, like Verstappen today won, okay? He won. His team told him to pit or something like that, choose something. He said no. He did the opposite, and he goes, this is the only time I'll be able to catch up to Mercedes. He goes, the first race, I see Mercedes. He goes, we're not doing that, we're doing this. I forget exactly what it was because I watched the highlights. He won because of that. So, driver makes a difference. I'm sure Verstappen is in
Who's second?
Who's second? Who's second and third? Who do you think?
Hamilton.
And who's third? His partner, Bottas. And Bottas signed for another 2 years. So, not this year, because they said the teams need a lot of time to develop the cars, because it's going to be a whole different game now with salary caps. They're pushing it back to not this year, not the next year coming up, the one after.
2022.
Which I hope comes back to Montreal and everything, and we can see this shit.
See what's happening.
Yeah. So that's for that. Sports, anything else you want to add? Montreal beat Pittsburgh.
I don't follow any sports. I have no idea.
Montreal beat Pittsburgh.
No idea.
Let's get some sports guys on this freaking podcast.
I have no idea
I'm a huge sports fan.
I have no idea.
And I'm stuck with him. No, I'm joking.
I suck at sports. I don't know anything about sports.
I would never watch sports. But anyways, the Montreal Canadiens beat Pittsburgh. I'm happy about that. Good job, guys. Go Habs, go. Let's hope something happens out of this, man. No fans in the stands is weird. F1. F1
I watched a thing where, where there was no fans.
What'd you watch?
No, it was like on TV. Like they were showing
what sport? What was it?
Hockey.
Hockey, okay.
Yeah.
I find hockey
and I was like, this is weird.
So hockey, if you didn't know, they put the recording of the building. Like I say, the Bell Center. They'll put, like, when they score, it's the goal song from the Bell Center.
Okay.
The sound of the Bell. The sounds, So it's cool that they're trying to interpret it that, to make it different. It's not, but we have the TV going on. There's a hockey game going on right now. When a hit happens, hockey's different from, like, soccer. Soccer, they're always making noise. It's not a fast-paced sport that people are going 50 kilometers an hour. They're getting hit with contact. It's legal to get hit with contact. There's fighting. There's this. There's that. All that, is hockey.
Yeah.
So I find, like, when there's a big hit, like, let's say I hit you. Okay, we're versus each other. I hit you. Boom, I hit you. There's no sound, right? There's no one screaming. There's no nothing. You get up. You won't even think about hitting the next guy. Or you won't even get pumped. Or else, vice versa, to like a year before, I hit you.
The crowd, everybody goes nuts.
What do you think he's going to do? He's going to go to the next guy. Boom. He's going to hit him.
And the crowd gets louder.
That's it. So everything gets brought up. Momentum, everything. It's different hockey right now because of that. Different sports all around. Like even F1, you would think F1 doesn't. I find it weird without seeing those big flags, the Mercedes, the Ferrari guys.
It's just the car racing, that's it. Like there's nothing.
It's like everything's
the
different.
The audience adds ambiance.
NBA, did you see what NBA did?
No.
Pretty cool. They have like, I guess people would have to register, or people are like members of NBA, probably like a live pass or something, like NHL, whatever, same thing. And it shows like their body like in screens, like in the stands, and there's like little bodies of people, like them, but it's actually them like watching the game.
Huh.
Pretty cool. A bit scary for me because I'm like a camera watching me the whole time watching a game. Like,
yeah, I want to do that.
I just
fan.
can't.
Not a
What
fan.
I'm trying to say is for hockey, I can't wait till those fans come back because I think like they score, the sound band, you have this fake fans and everything.
Yeah, but it's missing something.
Yeah, I think everything's missing something. So I don't know. We'll wait. I guess we'll wait and see with this whole COVID. I'm fed up of talking about COVID. More shit because of this whole COVID.
COVID-19 has taken over the world,
Yeah,
and
I know.
nobody knows what's happening.
So more shit about that. Joe Rogan. So we're podcasters, right? So we're all about the podcast guys.
Joe Rogan, Joey Diaz.
Joe Rogan, Joey Diaz, and maybe a couple more might be leaving. No, might be.
It's
Joe
confirmed.
Rogan
no?
is leaving. He is already building. He's leaving LA.
Yeah, it's confirmed. Well, you
So
sent
the
me a video
biggest
yesterday. That
podcaster,
was
right?
insane.
He's the biggest podcaster?
Yeah,
He is, right?
He is, yeah.
The biggest name in podcasting is leaving LA, like the hub of like that comedy podcasting where everyone, even for him to get someone, yeah, I'm in LA. Oh, okay, I'm shooting something there. I'll pass by this on Monday. We'll do it there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you think this is gonna change Jerry, like the Joe Rogan experience?
Well, look, from what I
Let's just talk Joe Rogan for now, just to say.
most of his guests come in from out of town.
I'm sure
For
a
the
lot of
most
his
part.
guests, like even
Like
to
those
fill
doctors
in-
and stuff,
Yeah,
they fly in, right?
But the most, like the reoccurring guys, his circle of people are always there. You know what I'm trying to say?
yeah, like the comedy guys. But I can guarantee you they're probably gonna follow.
Well, I was watching Joey Diaz, and he said Joe Rogan offered
They're probably
him
gonna follow.
a crazy offer. He goes, an offer I can't refuse. Okay, that's what Joey Diaz said. To move there with him, I guess maybe even do it or give him say, look, I'll build you a little space. He didn't go into detail. He said Joe Rogan is a really classy guy. You know how he talks
Yeah.
so high living. So he must have really told him,
Said
look, I'll pay
something,
for
yeah.
this. I'll take care of this. Don't worry about it. Bring your family, Joey Diaz declined. And he said, no disrespect to him. It's just that Joey Diaz is going back to New Jersey. I don't know if anybody knows. So he's going back to New Jersey. The Church of What's Happening Now is done after 8 years. I don't know if you knew that.
It's
he
done.
posted it today.
It's finished.
Today something came up. He posted that someone did an article. After 8 years, the Church of What's Happening Now comes to an end. It's not confirmed 100%, but Joey Diaz is the one who shared this. So
Okay.
I'm thinking it might be ended. Because I think Joey Diaz is not Joe Rogan, right? Joe Rogan,
Yeah.
who do you think's coming with him? He told Jamie, you're coming with me.
Yeah.
He pays him, right?
Yeah, you can pay him for sure.
They have the money. Joey Diaz has a lot of views. Man, he has views, but he's not Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan that he does UFC, he does this, Joe Rogan has money from movies. Joe Rogan has money from his podcast being the biggest, like you said. YouTube,
Sponsorships and shit.
UFC, sponsorships, like crazy. It helps. So he could say, you're coming with me. I'm bringing all the equipment. I'll just build a place, which is what Joe
What he
Rogan
is
did.
doing, yeah.
I sent him a picture yesterday. It looks like you're going through a
Yeah.
turbine. See how
Yeah, it
cool that
looks
looks?
insane, yeah.
It's going to be really cool. But, see, like, it's sad to see like that. Like, Joey Diaz now, you're going to stop doing his podcast? Like, I find Joey... But maybe it might bring up better content for Joe Rogan after when Joey Diaz back on the podcast.
Yeah, you won't see him as much. It's true. It's possible.
You still don't see him as much right now. But, I don't know, man. I don't know if this whole thing is going to change the Joe Rogan experience type of thing. Like, you think he's going to have that many interesting people coming?
Yeah, I think so.
He's going to have to fly them into Texas.
They'll do it.
And the money he makes.
But I think the only people he has to fly in would be the guys from LA that he does every time.
And I'm sure those guys will say, I'll just pay him.
Yeah.
Like, because
'Cause they
they're his
wanna go
friends.
on, right?
And they have money too,
But
right? So.
look at it in their perspective as well.
True, I know what you mean. You'll just pay the
exposure
ticket. Yeah,
of being
for
onto that is like
a couple $100.
kind of like free publicity.
Exactly, a couple
And
$100.
LA to Texas is what? Even if the flight costs you $300 there and back,
Even 500, let's say.
it probably costs you more in Google ads to get the
Yeah,
same exposure as from there.
Joe Rogan's exposure is Joe Rogan's exposure.
But that's
True,
why I
you see,
think where
didn't
he
think of
gets
that.
that. I feel that like that's
Yeah.
where he gets that mentality of like Joe Rogan's like, I'm just gonna move to Texas. People want to come on to me. Like he
Yeah.
has the power enough to like not force people,
Not
but
for it. People just want to be on this
Yeah.
podcast. So either way, they're going to call him. To see
if the
might
guy
be a
would go in
feature.
Vermont, people would still go. Okay, maybe not, but like, just,
It won't be as easy. Yeah, I know
yeah,
what you
but
mean.
people will still probably go.
Probably.
Probably. So
Do
that's
you
how
think
I
it's
look
going
at
to
it.
change the quality? No, I think it's going to.
No, I think it's gonna be better if anything.
Because he's going to
Yeah.
do things like little things that say, okay, first of all, his setup was like perfect, but
Yeah.
little things that he thinks is like, shit, I should have done that.
Now
I
it's
should
gonna
have
be
now it's
perfected.
going to be done. Like his office or whatever, that building that he's
Studio,
going to
yeah.
have, is probably going to be insane. Like it's already now a dream for me where he is now in LA. So imagine in Texas where he's going to have to pay less rent.
Apparently it's cheap as hell to live there.
That's it. Less rent, he's always hot again. He's always staying in a hot place. He said, I can't live anymore in these cold places. He's been in Boston. It's like Montreal. So he even said, he goes, why would you stay somewhere where you have to be gray, gloomy, and sad almost, and feel like shit because you have to go shovel and you have to be in snow? Because there's so many places around the world that you could just move and it's hot all year round.
Yeah, all year round.
He's saying that, but I don't have the money to just pick up and go to...
Either way, us as Canadians, we can't just go into America and live there.
Canada is there isn't that much.
Vancouver, it's raining.
No, but there's snow.
There's
snow everywhere.
That is true, there is
We're
snow.
more north than them. You understand?
Well, Vancouver, there is, like, if you go on, on Vancouver Island and stuff like that, there's no snow there. But
I know. Like, even Calgary, they'll get less snow than us. This and that. I understand. But United States, I find, is very, like, vast. Like, you can go to, like, Florida, which is tropical, and you can go to Vermont, which is like us.
They have everything.
Or you can go, like, they have a lot of everything.
And they can move, within the...
That's it. Texas, Florida, Arizona, like, all those places are, like, super, like, hot places. Like, you'd have to go to Cuba, you'd have to go to, like, you know what I mean? Like, the closer to the equator.
Yeah, to get the same...
The States is really for that. They're lucky for that, honestly. So I think he'll still do good. Just that pisses me off. Joey Diaz is going to maybe end it.
There must be a reason. We're probably going to find out more.
Well, okay, so getting back to Joey Diaz, he's going back to New Jersey.
Okay.
He said because he failed when he was in New Jersey. He was a failure, right? He says, I want to go back and be with my family and say, hey, I made it. I screwed up, but I changed my life around. Now I'm back. And look who I am. I'm a man. I have a kid. I have a wife. I'm a man. That's what he was trying to say. And also what else he said was that we don't realize it, right? Because we're so family oriented and we have all our family here. Whatever, we have some family where our origins are, but
most of it is here.
We don't cry about it. You know what I mean? He said, you guys do not understand how it is to have Christmas and I'm ordering pizza because I've known to spend it with my families in New Jersey. You know what I mean? And he's not rich. He could fly people in and out. He's saying, and then Lee Syed came in. He goes, I've been alone and I just had I ordered out and I just ate by myself. I'm like, let's say Thanksgiving or something like that.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
That's that LA feeling, right? Because LA is just Hollywood, the money making. It's all about the showbiz, this and that, right? So it's not like here. So I think that's what he's missing. Because New Jersey, we've been, right? We've all been.
Yeah.
It's
I've never been to New York.
Never been to New York? You've been to New Jersey, but not New York?
Never been to New Jersey either. I drove through it.
You didn't come with us?
No.
I thought you came with us when we were younger there.
No,
anyway,
no.
So I've been to New Jersey and New York. Very much like here. It's East Coast, right? So we're very much bang, 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 bang. Everything's going fast. Everything's going good. But it's family oriented. Like you see like New Jersey is like Montreal. It's like Laval. Let's say it's the
on holidays
suburbs.
and stuff. Everybody gets together.
You see it.
I'm sure you do it in LA too.
But it's not the same.
Different. Yeah, it's hot outside too and stuff. Like
that too. Whatever. I don't think. I think it's more that
having Christmas in a spot where it's 35 degrees.
That's it. Because let's say even Joe Rogan, right? He's just there. All he has is his family there. The people that he grew up with, wherever his family, his aunts, uncles, if he has or whatever, they're where he grew up. They're not in LA. Everybody moved to LA to make the money, like to get their name out. So now I guess these guys that they're older, right? 50, the 50s.
Probably 50, 55, yeah.
They're like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go somewhere where I'm happy. I don't have to deal with LA because everyone knows that LA is very special. Deal with special people in LA. The traffic in LA. A lot of negatives in LA, but there's a lot of good for what they're in showbiz and all that stuff. Joey Diaz is done with that. Joe Rogan's done with that. Like maybe Brendan Schaub should say, he's young.
A little bit longer,
He's young. You've been there since you've been young.
They've done the circle. It's time to move on.
I think for them, where they are in their life, Joe Rogan's like, you know what? I'm gonna live here. I'm gonna pay less on taxes. I'm gonna pay less on my building, like you said. So he's gonna have more money. He's gonna do his own thing, like always. He's gonna rebuild his own thing. Everything's gonna be his. He's gonna be in the heat. Texas or like Arizona is like some of the best places to live because the heat. It's dry. It's not humid. So you know what? I think he's doing good. I think he's doing a good thing.
I'm sure it's a good move.
People were like freaking out. But
it'll be sick to go to Texas. I'm guaranteed it must be.
That's the one thing that's gonna suck now. That's the one thing that I'm pissed off about is that we were supposed to go to California last year.
Yeah.
We couldn't go. We just wanted to go. We wanted to go to the Comedy Store and see
them. I'm sure he's
Joe
gonna be
Rogan.
there again.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be all the time now. That was every Tuesday.
Yeah.
So us, we were just gonna go on a dead season. Remember, we're just gonna go, and whenever we go on a Tuesday night, there's gonna be Joey Diaz there, there's gonna be Joe Rogan, Tom Segura, Brett Kreischer.
Now it's
gonna
be like
everyone.
a planned thing that you have to make sure he's
Now
there.
and you have to buy tickets before. Only thing the tickets are gonna be more. Well, actually, I don't know what the Comedy Store how
probably
it's
the
made.
same thing.
Usually, it's probably the same price. But to get Joey Diaz and Joe Rogan on the same night, you know, and I'm pretty sure Joe Rogan, like in that offer, said, you know what, come with me. I have a deal with what's the one in Texas? I think the Improv thing in Texas. Open up for me, probably is what he's probably told him. Said you're gonna be my opener forever, because he always makes him open for him. He goes, when Joey Diaz opens for me, he goes, I'm ready to go. He goes, he's the best opener for me. I'll never.
He's a killer in the craft
because he gets you excited. You get there, oh, you're already shaking. You're just watching. You know when he gets those stand-ups and he's screaming and he's going crazy. So imagine that you go on, the crowd is ready. He got the crowd ready for you. Then
hyped
bam, you kill it. I'm pretty sure that's what he offered him. I think, too.
On their live shows, not live shows, but when they do like stadium, that's what they do.
Well, that's.
Well, like back in the day. Now it's been a while.
Well,
now
last time I watched
what they said.
Comedy was, who was it? It was Kevin Hart.
Okay.
And he had a good. What's the group of guys that he has, man? I always forget their names. Anyways.
From here?
No, his own group. Really good. Like this, you need someone good to open for. You don't realize it. Joe Rogan said that he always believes that you need someone better than you to open for you. And he thinks Joey Diaz is the best in the world.
That's a pretty good.
And people are the opposite. People are saying, no, you have to be better because then you look bad. He goes, no. He goes, my fans are ready to come out.
To see you.
They know who I am, right?
Yeah.
But they get a fucking good show with Joey Diaz is what he's, what he's trying to say. He said it like that. He goes, they're getting what they're worth, So I think, I don't know, man. I don't know if Joey Diaz might be like, he's in a... Maybe a midlife crisis or something like that.
Maybe he's fed up.
Maybe he's fed up. I'm sure they're fed up of LA. You can tell they're both really like they don't want to know nothing.
It's a long time they've been saying it.
They've been saying it, and like they're both fed up. So I just think I don't know if Joey Diaz after maybe 2 years is gonna say, you know what, let me just go over there with Joe Rogan. Let me redo this shit and continue the church, or something. Because it's gonna be a big change for the podcasting. Then he's going to Spotify. Who knows what's gonna happen? I don't know.
On that note,
guys, we just like to. Do you have any other points that you had to say?
No, I think we touched everything for episode 21.
21, yeah. It was just like we said. It was just a recap. Get all the news all together.
Yeah. Since we had no guests this weekend, it was just us.
Yeah.
If you didn't check out episode 20, we had Gino back on.
Yep.
What did we talk about? He was our first guest. He was back on with on us on episode 20. So he specializes in like home theater systems, audio, anything like home theater system for your house, business or whatever it is. He'll consult you into like finding the right system for your house,
how to position things,
how to position
what you should have,
what you need for your like watching preference, all that stuff. I was blown away. I was like really like.
Yeah, very interesting podcast, guys. Honestly, I learned a lot, and I know me and Joe know a pretty good amount about audio and video.
I was like, wow, like yeah.
If you guys need anything, man, just DM him, check him out.
He definitely said some crazy things. I was like, wow, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and the one before that, Blonde Boy Radio.
Joe, shout out to Joe.
Our buddy Joe, that was a good podcast. It was a fun podcast. If you guys want like a podcast that was like, easygoing, talking shit.
Yeah, that one was fun.
It was down. It was a good one. You could tell that we were friends from a long time, and we just spoke, man. It just went. It went well.
That was a good one.
And before that, who was it? Who was it before Blonde Boy Radio? Frank, right?
Frank, yeah.
So check that one out, Frank. Too. Check out his page. What's his page at? You should know it.
So on YouTube, Frank Sparapani, he does like Call of Duty videos, unboxing night. He does like things.
That was like a gaming episode? You'd like to call it? Yeah. So that one, check it out for the gamers.
So he does like a sponsorship with Game
Freak?
Yeah, like controller mods, sponsors all kind of stuff. He kills it. Like now he released a video where like he installs LED lights in the
I saw that buttons. Yeah, in the button, really cool.
He kills it.
Really cool. So check that out. We're having some other guests coming up.
Yeah, next week should be 100%. Back to the regular guests. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, the Fuel Podcast.
Yes, sir.
We post clips of all the episodes there on Instagram, and the full videos of the episodes are on YouTube.
Yeah, so like if you're at work, you can't watch YouTube, just go listen to it on any podcast platform.
Spotify,
you can listen to it.
Apple Podcast, Anchor, Google Podcast. Also.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. It shoots it out to all of them. Yeah. watch our YouTube. Honestly, let us know too if like now we're doing one camera angle because it's just me and Joe. So usually
There's
we have
no
two.
other-
Yeah, usually we have two pointing
Camera
right there.
2 is gone and the guest is in here.
We think it'd be a bit overkill just showing one face each
Yeah.
and switching back and forth because we both talk often. So like, check us out on that. Let us know if there's anything you guys would suggest too that we would do better. Share it, like it, subscribe, guys. Push the little bell notification thing, all that
On,
good
YouTube.
stuff, guys. We thank you for all the followers. We've been gaining a lot of followers,
Yeah,
a lot
it's been
of
pretty good momentum for the past
like
couple
YouTube, but we're
months.
not getting thousands of views there. But
But
it's
it's
started.
working,
We
it's
never
going,
we
yeah.
never did YouTube,
Yeah,
and it's
it's
starting. We're doing better than our podcast. So like just a podcast number. So
Just the audio, you mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. So guys,
Thanks,
thank
guys.
you very much.
Episode 21.
21 is in the bag.
That's Mass. I'm Gio.
Check you out next week, and
Peace.
we'll have a guest next week, guys.
Deuces.